Hey, let's get up into this. Happy Wednesday, okay? Yeah, let's get into it. Hope everyone have a blessed day. But it's gonna be a long one, but it's gonna be a long one probably. But let's get into a little about Erica and her. I don't find this entertaining, okay? Because these are real people in their real lives, and she gets on here and show old clips, show old videos of her situation with crying old clips of people that she used to deal with. And it's really pathetic. It's really pathetic. But a lot of people eating it up because a lot of women are miserable and bitter too. Just like her. You know what I'm saying? And they love coming to watch her because they can sympathize and understand where she's coming from. Um, but I'm going to say this. She getting out here talking about people parents and people these moms. It's just out of line. You know, she don't want nobody to talk about her mom on here, get on here and go off on her mom or say anything about her mom, but she can get on here and talk about other people's parents and expect them not to say anything back. You get what you dish out, okay? You get what you dish out. So she gets on here speaking about how they came, both of them against her, but she only addressing Crier. She really ain't getting into. She said a little thing about Mug, but she don't ever say his name. She always saying something about Crier and talking about she don't want to say the other person's name, but you don't have no problem saying Crier name. But you really ain't going in on Mug because you really want, like I said before, want to be with him, want to be him. You want to be with him. You calling Latoya, out her name, calling her slurs and stuff like that. But you expect people to respect you and give you respect. But you're the type of person that hides your hands, throw rocks and hide your hands. That's what you do. You sit up here and talk about people and then expect them not to say anything, and then if they do say something, they bothering you. I just can't. I can't stand people that do that. I don't care for people that do that. Like if you gonna say something to somebody and bother people and say stuff all outlandish about the man you had a baby with, but you still kept on dealing with him every year, you do this series, and you only do it for money gain and views. But the only time you get views is when you in drama and telling all your fake business and lying and making up business. You don't get no barely get views without this. You boring if you're not doing this. It's really still boring because the stuff that you're saying don't even make sense, and it don't even go together. If y'all really just sit back and listen, the stuff that she's saying doesn't make sense and it doesn't even go together. It's like she's just rambling on and making up stuff just for views and everything, something that's coming to her mind. Another thing I noticed was you keep on saying that they want to leave me with these kids and I want to help the mother. But you didn't think about that when you was having all these kids. You didn't think about that. You pregnant now. So that's dumb of you to say. How can you sit up there and say they want to leave me with all these kids and want me to do everything, but you end up pregnant again? You know it takes two to get pregnant, but you're a woman and you know that you can get pregnant. What a birth control there? The contraception at? Where is it at? Nowhere to be found. So you sound dumb saying they want to leave me with these kids. They don't care. They want to put it all on the mom. But you know that 9 out of 10, the moms always gonna be the one. It's sad, but it's true. The moms always gonna get to have to do the most. You already knew that with your first son. You already knew that. Even if you know that you said that the dad he go with his dad house, but 9 out of 10 he with you. So what you thought was gonna be different all these other times, and you didn't barely know these men like that. Well, you didn't know Mucker like that, and you barely really, you knew Crier, but I really don't believe you really knew him really well because if you did, you wouldn't have been doing this again. You wouldn't have been trying to put yourself in this predicament again. But you did. But you trying to say they're gonna leave me with all these kids, but you pregnant again. Y'all see how that sounds? You look stupid. You look dumb. Because you pregnant now, but you complain about being stuck with kids all the time. That don't make no sense. You shouldn't be getting pregnant again, right back to back, right after another. Another thing that caught my attention was you want to sit there and say that you're trying to take this stuff to Facebook and think you're going to win. It might last for a little bit. People going to eventually get tired of hearing about this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like beating a dead horse. It's like it's over with. It's a waste of time. But yeah, you got all the energy in the world because you're miserable. So talk about this stuff. And it's really sad that you think you're going to go over there and you're going to win over there when you're not going to win. And you're not winning now. This only money, you only going to get these views is temporary. The money, you get it for right now, and then after that, it go back down. You know what I'm saying? Because after this series over with, what do you have at the show? What do you have going on? Instead of getting your life together for your kids' sake. But you on here lying about graduating from college, lying about this, lying about that. You're a known liar. And people just look over that. I don't know why, because I guess they are too. I don't know. But let's get on Crier, okay? Crier showed receipts that he helped pay, and he not a deadbeat and stuff like that. A lot of receipts were last year, the year before last. But he did have a couple of receipts that didn't say the date because it was this year. Like, I think he had like in the beginning. People keep on saying he didn't have none for 2023. And he did. If you see the date, I think like 2 or 3 of them at the beginning when he did show his proof of the payments, even though he was supposed to do that. You know, he's supposed to help out, but it's better if he go to child support and do it their way. But he had showed proof that he was paying for the kids or whatever. He did have some payments from this year. The ones that didn't have the date on there, the ones that just said the year, the month in the day, then was for this year. Because if it wasn't from this year, it'll have a year on there as well, like all the rest of them did. The rest of them had like 22 and 21, but it was like 3 of them that didn't have that. So that was from this year. If people acting like he didn't do nothing this year, trying to make it seem like it was all last year. No, but it's a lot of people that's dumb and can't comprehend. If you go back and look, the thing he had, I don't know, it was 2 or 3 in the front that he posted of the cash apps. He did them this year. You know, the rest of them were last year and the year before that. Because it had a date, it had a year on there. If it's from another year, it'll have the year on there. If it's from this year, it's not gonna have the year on there yet, because the year's still going. Come on, y'all, comprehend, use your brain. So he didn't do a bunch of them. I didn't see a bunch of them from this year, but we did see some from this year, okay? So when people in his comments talking about they're from last year, you didn't eat. No, he did something for this year, and it don't matter. He doing more than the other suckers. What the other suckers receipts? And you know what I'm saying? It's just really sad that people overlook stuff. And because I'm just the internet. People are miserable. But anyway. But her also, I want to get back to her saying that she got to get an attorney and stuff. No, you don't. You can just go down there, fill out the proper paperwork down at the child support office in your city. And, you don't need no doggone attorney. They got caseworkers and stuff. Girl, stop with the bull crap. People that got kids know how it work. You don't have to get no attorney to go down there to get no child support. You don't have to. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. The only time it'll cost you something is if the child ain't his and they take a paternity test. If the paternity test, if the baby is his, he will have to pay. If the baby is not his, you will have to pay for the paternity test. I know how it work. Okay, so don't get on here trying to tell me. Trying to play with me like I don't know how it works. And they just go down there and fill out the paperwork, and then they take care of the rest. And then y'all come in for an appointment, a hearing, and y'all don't need no doggone attorney. Y'all don't have to have no attorney unless y'all want to get one. It's the only time you need one if you want to get an attorney. But you don't have to have one to get no doggone child support. So miss me with that love by error. You lie by error. That's what you is. But I'm all gonna say all this is alleged. But it's just really ridiculous that she's lying, and not trying to focus on her. She told me she gonna be with all these kids and stuff, but she's not trying to get no support for these kids, and she's not trying to get no Yeah, but she can go down there and get some assistance and get food stamps. You know, she getting in, because we seen her go to the store. She getting some stamps, okay? But yeah, so it's there for her to get, so might as well. But her sitting up there trying to act like she can't get no help, but she only making herself look bad, because this is the only time that she get a lot of views. Any other time it go back down, because she notices. This is why she does this every year, because she know this is when she hit that money. She know that. She know that. That's why she do this. She do this every year because she know this. But it's really bad for the kids. They gonna have to see this when they get older. They gonna have to know that their mama did all this to get some money, to put her bash people just to get some money. Put people out here, tell all people, degrade people, call people out their name, and then expect them not to say nothing bad. Expect them to be quiet. Expect them to rise above. Yes, Crier could go down there and do the same thing I'm telling her she could do. He can go down there and put himself down there on child support. Men do it all the time. I done seen it done. So there's no excuses on either part. But it's really sad that people are really listening to these old, dried up clips because she's delusional and miserable. Who play old clips and record old clips from videos that when you was with a person? That's over with. That is not no tea. That's not no receipts. That's old. That ain't nothing new. You in the car with him now? You in the car with Mucker now? No, them are old receipts when y'all was dealing with each other. And girl, bye. But anyway, on that note, I'll see y'all in the next one. I just wanted to get on here and touch on it. I wasn't gonna do it because I haven't been doing them on the other ones that she did, but I had to do it on this one because it's like people don't get Crier done for keep on messing with her, and I hope he learned his lesson by now, but I doubt he have learned his lesson about dealing with her. But the man still ain't denying that he might be the child father of the new baby. He's just saying that he is waiting to see. You know, he still ain't up there saying that he's not the father or saying that ain't my baby. Y'all need to give people credit when it's due on certain things and call them out when it's time to call them out. And Erica is dead wrong for coming out here doing this. And Crier have a right to defend himself. And he not saying anything bad. He just saying that she lying on me. She doing it. She saying I ain't help her. She recorded that video to be spiteful, which all that is true. So when people get on here trying to say that he shouldn't say anything or he doing the same thing she doing, what he doing is defending himself. What she doing is trying to blast and defame people's character. That's two different things, y'all. But anyway, on that note, I'll see y'all in the next one. I see a lot of people that on here that can't comprehend and don't understand anything. And that's fine, because I know there's a lot of dummies out here. But there's a lot of people that get it. The people that get it, get it. The people that don't, I can't help you. But anyway, on that note, see y'all in the next one. Bye.